All right, to be here. Appreciate the Most High Yahuah, Alahim. I know the rest of them still outside, still trying to get this set together. They wait to 6:30 to get coffee, finish up everything else. Got to be punctual for Yahuah like they do for these jobs. It's bad to be on these people's job on time, then you be late dragging around him. Them people catch you on their clock standing around like that, them folks gonna dock you or fire you. I don't know why people don't take it this more serious than that job you got. Because you might have that job, but one person give you health and strength to make it there. And one person that's soften and tighten the law, but though to say, you know what, I don't even want you no more. We don't even need nobody else. We full. So I appreciate Yahuah for seeing fit to keep me again among the living. Always a chance for all us to consider and do inventory of where you at. That's something people don't do a lot of, but you need to see where you at. You know, that's the purpose when we come and we hear the bar. We have the opportunity to examine ourselves against it and see where you're at. Isn't that right? Like I said, the people tell you got to try the spirit by the spirit. You know, the Ruach is what we do. We test it to see whether or not what it is. What sort of, you can't test it with the Ruach. Test the Ruach with the Ruach. How that work? Isn't that right? We examine and take it for what it is. We're using the Byth Mashiach program. We get, Romans, get up Romans 15 and 4. We always do start because you got to have a foundation whenever you build and whenever you're doing something. All right, this is Romans 15 and 4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before, Nikatab Talamadus.
So whatever was written aforetime, it was written to teach us, to show us, instruct us. We go over this all the time. But the significance is always you need that fundamental. Let's see what fundamentals are. Fundamentals, foundation. Some of by the time they get here, we probably already been dismissed. It's all about where you're at and what you're trying to do. That is just being on people's priority.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of y'all, it ain't everybody, but a lot of y'all priorities, I just watch it's kind of terrible. But it makes sense when you look at where you're at. I do look at your bank account. Don't ask what's going on. Just say it's your priorities. Forming a necessary base or core, central importance to the essential nature. Okay, critical points issue. Affecting or related to the essential nature of something or the critical point about an issue. So fundamentals. And we're trying to look at the basics. That's what we're trying to look at. They're the rudimentary, like elementary. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get back to trying to key in on the points to find out exactly what we're doing. Don't take for granted because you show up and you gotten benah, an understanding through a lesson. It's a constant. And where we were as Christians, we felt like we had a good understanding, didn't we? So now when it comes along, I think with that and where we was before in our earlier time, it allows become more critical about what it is you see and what you look at, making sure you really understand it. And you're not just taking somebody say at face value. It's like some money, that's how counterfeit money go. People see a 1 and a 0, automatically it's a 10. They see a 5, it's a 5. They see 100, it's 100. A lot of times people don't know one of the biggest bill, the easiest bill to counterfeit is a $5 bill. That's the easiest bill to make 100. So you used to send a number, you take it at face value when it's actually a $5 bill. But you thought you took it for 100, you just got ripped. So that's the same thing you want to look at when it comes to the word. It causes, you have to have people that's trained to pick up certain things about it that the average eye will miss. The same thing when it comes to the word. You have to get people that's trained to look at certain things and pick it up, because it's just natural that you'll look at something and assume something, and that might not actually be the reality of it. So our goal is making sure we look at it, we're taking it for what it is, and we're not trying to create our own sadiq. That's what we talk about with Yasharal, how they had gone about to create their own, and in doing so, they didn't submit to. Same thing we look at with Ka'ur and Adam. That same thing they did. They had a zeal. They had to. They had enthusiasm. He put them down. They had certain attributes, but what happened, it came down to it. He bared them breath. They had a zeal, but it wasn't according to knowledge, because she believed that she could obtain more knowledge by doing something contrary to his will. The truth of the matter is that's us. Everybody blames Ka'ur and Adam for the fall for Anashim, for mankind. Let's just be practical. Anybody in that garden would have done the same thing. Any one of us would have done the same thing, if not even more extreme. Because the average person thinks that they can create sadiq and doing in their own rosha. And this is what they thought. I don't think she thought, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get in trouble, this is gonna be a mess, we're gonna get kicked out. No. In a sense, I'm really trying to get to where I need to be. And that's what people are trying to do. But the way to get to where you need to be is doing what he told you. You can't get to where he wants you to be by doing contrary. That's the purpose of, this is how he crowns us, lawfully. According to the Torah, that's how you can't create and make your own righteousness. Your own right, the right has to come from him. The wrong comes from him. The right or wrong, there's no middle ground. Sometimes we'll get this idea that we okay and we middle ground. You're not okay. It's only one or two ways. He come back right now. Don't even raise your hand. Don't tell. Where you gonna be at? Let me think. I'm trying to think. Oh, I want to say, and you want to say why? Because you're not. That's scary. Every day you need to ask yourself that. He's coming back tomorrow. You won't be ready. It won't be because you ain't gotten information. It'll be because of how you prioritize. You prioritize differently. You don't consider. You get yourself caught in the middle of something. You be caught in the wrong situation. That could be your whole Kaid. That could be it. So, okay, we'll look at something. Let's see. All right, come on back. So you said that's what we're doing, affecting or related to. All right, for whatever was written before was written to teach us, to show us, instruct us, so that through
endurance,
going through without quitting,
and through the Nakun,
the comfort of the writings,
we might have tikva.
We might have tikva. Let's say that Barnabas, Byth Barnabas, they call it 2 Timothy. Two and one. For those that wonder why we call it Byth Barnabas, because his name is born of the Nabaim. So it's Barnabas. Bar is for born. Naba is what you would call, quote unquote, a prophet. So his name is believed to be born of the Nabaims. Okay? So Barnabas. All right. Let's see. Listen.
Now my being be strengthened in the chesed that is in the Mashiach Yahuah.
It sounds like it's only coming out one side. Is it me? This side off. This side off. I sound like I hit on this side, not that side. Because it's kind of low. Go ahead.
Now my being be strengthened in the chesed that is in the Mashiach Yahuah.
You see what he told me? He wants you to be strengthened in the chesed. Let's see what the chesed is. But this ain't grace. Let's look it up for what the word is. We know they call grace. Grace is going to fall under favor. Grace should be undeserving. What you don't understand, you typically going to wind up being in error. And that's what we found a lot of us have done for years. Things we didn't know and things we didn't understand, we still operated in them. That becomes a detriment because you don't know if it's a foul. You know if it's something that's working against you. So the goal is to know exactly what it is he wants to do so we make sure we get it right, just like we in our quarter before. He told him to see that he do all things after the pattern that was shown him, which means he taught him. He told him to do what he was shown. That's the same thing I try to get you guys to demonstrate. A lot of times people are not conscious, and you kind of just operate on your own and then say, well, I was trying to see if I could do it myself. Well, if it's wrong, then you, in a way, you blatantly just disobeyed and went on your own. That's what people do a lot of times. I didn't want to bother. I just want to just see if I could just do it. It's completely wrong. It's an error. It don't make sense to do something wrong when you got something right to tell you how to do it. Y'all know we have a lot of that. People just, I don't want to bother you, but you bother me when it's wrong. Don't bother me when it's wrong. Just go ahead and burn. It don't make sense. The purpose is you got someone to help you to give you information to avoid. And that's something we have been bad about a lot of times, just getting ourselves wrapped up and entangled. Avoid. I don't want to get involved.
That's right.
He about to start crying already. You can see it on his face. What y'all doing? He holding, but he ain't been holding. So. Yeah, y'all did good. That's it. He should hold it with that laughing. He ain't gonna get the check. They gonna get it. That's right. That man holding on, trying to be strong. Cause see, Hebrew, or they put Hebrew, some I believe, also Romanized. Chesed. You see that? See, they have an issue with us saying that versus the chesed is an Abri word that means kindness of love between people, specifically to a devotional piety of people towards Alahim, they put God, as well as of love, of mercy, of Alahim toward him. That thing that put me to sleep. I don't know what happened. I really don't know. Let's go. Let's see the Abri word. I mean, I said it just so drug out. Y'all can see they did it with the H, with the double H sound we talked about before, and we look at what we call the CH, CHATH. They have a problem with that. They're saying it's actually a double H. That's why people say it's a you can't hawk with a CH. You can't hawk. Am I correct? I appreciate that, look, Ken. I'm gonna need a check. My brother just called. He right. You with me, right? He with me. Come on. I mean, I'm looking at the school. That man look at me like, thou said. I'm like, I feel like Pontius Pilate or somebody. I'm telling you, man, look at me. Can't look at me like, okay, let's get that check. What you think? Can you with a CH? You can? Come on, my brother. He told me one more in the wood. You shouldn't, because the CH should make a more like a not a, because it's a hawking would not make a CH sound. I mean, you tell me what you think. You can with a CH, you can hawk.
You can make a ch sound.
Ch. So a ch.
You make a ch and a
ch. Put that back. Put another there. You said that. So which one is this? A ch, ch, CH.
It can be
ch, or it be. It can't say. Okay, put another one. Just one. Well, you kind of busy up there, didn't it? Cam, what you think, Cam? I'm not that. Let me ask you, even gonna. Let me kid. Let me think you don't hear them little kid. What you think? CH gonna make it? It'll make a not a. I don't think it can make. I don't think it make the children like sound like him. This man said he an Aubrey. He said, I'm Aubrey. Cam Aubrey crossing over. I'm crying like a ball, all that good stuff. I'm balling. All right. See how they put it though? Y'all notice they put the H versus how you said how they do it? They didn't do it the CH, because typically you're going to see chesed, they're going to put the CH, ES versus the double H, part of the speech, masculine. What we got here? How being used? Loving kindness, goodness, kindly. These are words that James renders. Okay? Pity, reproach, wicked things. So they're saying chesed, go goodness, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, shame. Let me see I'm just curious, how do they look at it, I don't typically use reproof, application, opposition, reproof, beauty, favor, good deed, deedliness. That'd be goodliness. Okay, I'm gonna say I ain't never heard no deedliness. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wicked one. Okay. So we'll come back to what we have. So my being be chesed. So what are you gonna tell him to do? Based on what we just look. Let's look at the words again. Well, he said be strengthened in the chesed. So we're gonna look at what in the favor, in the good or the deed, in the merciful or mercy. Okay. No, I was just looking at how we're gonna use it, because you have all these words. It wasn't different. Run to all of these. So, okay. All right, let's go back. All right. Now my being be strengthened.
In the chesed that is in the Mashiach Yahushua.
Okay. We'll look at what we'll look at in the pity. What we're gonna look at that's in the goodness in it, the favor. He showed upon. Let's see what favor means. Why we're taking this time to do this? Because we can just go ahead and go, but if we don't really catch or grasp what's actually being said and how it's being used, it'll make a difference on how you more or less evaluate it, you take it, and how you operate from that point. Because the fact that it has so many different meanings and how it can be used, and they're showing you how many different times James rendered in pity, he renders it in goodness, he renders it in wickedness. So we're going to say it will be strong in the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different ways things can be rendered. We want to know, what is he saying? Because he's giving him a mandate. So we're looking at approval, support, or liking for someone or something. Okay, the approval, support, or liking for someone or something. An act of kindness beyond what is due or unusual. I like number 2. An act of kindness beyond what is due or usual. What y'all think about that? Wouldn't that be us? I mean, especially because of the Torah. The Torah is what we got first before we learned anything about Khan, and what helped and got us to understand chesed was the fact of the Torah. It was because of the schoolmaster we had at the first that, I mean, it was easy for us to gravitate toward this. I mean, it was fitting for us because you're looking at an act of kindness beyond what is due or usual. So usually it's not done. It's not common. So just like us being able to be here and be able to have an opportunity to learn of it, be taught of it, and to encompass it, and be able to operate in it. I mean, that's not usual. A lot of different movements, they're still fighting over the Torah. Some of them fighting on something that's not even remotely close to the Torah. If you were just trying to just serve as under the Torah and not understanding what Khan is, you're just as far distant off as somebody else that's in any of the other religions. Because he said by the Torah, no man was going to be justified. So what are you going to say? You ain't justified, but you still better than a Christian? What's the difference? You still better than a Hindu? You still better than somebody that's, we'll say that. We'll count and say at least they're on the right path. You're not on the right path, you're not going the right way.
That's right.
You can get on I-20 and go to Augusta, but you're going west.
That's right.
What I'm gonna say, you still on the right path. You're not on the right path. It's just like, at least ain't on 85, you might as well be.
That's right.
Because you're definitely not getting no closer to Augusta going 20 west. It ain't like it's gonna loop around, it ain't 285. So I appreciate the fact that he allows us to be able to sit down and consider. This is something we can do of ourselves. This is something he has to favor you, and this is what we're finding. An act of kindness beyond what is due, because who in here was due to get Khan? Who in here was scheduled for it? Who in here was told this is definitely yours? So it wasn't due to us, and nor is it even usual. For the fact that he favored one and he goes against another one, I mean, typically we usually find what things usually work against us. And in life, what we found, most of us. How many of y'all, you had favor your whole time coming along in life? Nobody. So when you look at this is something to consider. The fact that we found something like this, because it's not usual. It's not something people typically find. There's some people typically wrestle when they find this. They mean once saved, always saved. No matter what I do, I'm still saved. Y'all heard that terminology, hadn't they? They teach it. They said once saved, they say you don't never mess up being saved once you're saved. But then when we read in the 6th chapter of the book of Abari, they call Hebrew, he says it's impossible for those that were once enlightened.
That's right.
And tasted of the Shamma'im Baraka, the gift, and were made a partaker of the world to come. He said, if these shall fall away, to renew them again unto repentance. He said it's impossible.
That's right. So
how can you be once saved, always saved? So we're starting to understand the concept of this is definitely Khan. This is definitely conceived for us because it's not usual. This is not typically what's done. Typically, men are being graded. They say they're serving under the Torah. He said, then I'm going to grade you by the Torah. Okay? All right, let's see. So we go back over. So my being be strengthened, Kazik, and when y'all mean your Kazakal, y'all remember that strength of Alahim? So your Kazik is the word for strengthened. In the chesed, which is in, we say in the favor, that is in the Mashiach Yahushua. I mean, yeah, Mashiach Yahushua. Go ahead.
The things which you have shama from me,
The things which you have done what?
shama from me,
The things you heard from me
in front of many witnesses,
in front of many witnesses.
entrust these to Amunah Anashim, that they are able to lamed others also.
Man, men with stability. So you can't even commit this to everybody. He said they got to have amunah. They got to. So let's see what amunah, which we know is stability. You know what I'm saying? Being able to stand. When people say faith, when you have faith, you believe. For them, they ain't under a lot of things. That's why I tried to look and see. Even when you look up some of these, the words we look up, we'll look them up in quote unquote the Hebrew. A lot of them just give you an English definition, which really don't help you to understand it. And this, to me, the trick becomes this. Because you'll look, you say, I know what goodness is, I know what favor is, I know. That's not, they don't know anything about that. They just know how things operate. Like we talked about before, we learned about, what's that called? Chokmah, which is wisdom. I mean, typically, what was our understanding of wisdom? Experience? Probably. That was your, okay. What you gonna say? Come on, Ken. My brother just called. Ken, I'm just telling you, Ken, where him? You start looking around. It wasn't even nobody. I like.
I was thinking kind of like people like school, like they looking more.
Somebody schooling.
Yeah,
Okay. Education. What about y'all? Anybody else? Greek judgment. Good judgment. Okay, we take that. And see, for them, they looked at skill.
Mm-hmm.
They looked at if a person could do something, they looked at that was their wisdom. That was your skill. So the reason why we kind of look at that, what we're saying, I'm not arguing or disagreeing with. It's just when you want, what I try to do, I would like to see it the way they saw it. Because although we'll use it and there's an English definition, and we say, well, the English definition is similar, but I want to know, how did you view that? Because it's important to me because they had a relationship. Some people say it's not, it's important. I have a relationship based off of English writings, and it's not that there's anything wrong with that. But I want us to know, how did you guys understand, like faith, what did we say? Faith is a substance thing, hope for, evidence of things unseen. When you got faith, you can move mountains. For them, they looked at it's be your stability. You know, what keeps you from standing? Like with Abraham, amazing, we wrote about Abraham in the 4th chapter book. Stagger. I read as a Christian, I don't know why they said that. I know stagger means to become uncertain, unstable. You know what I'm saying? A person stagger if you trip. You're a stagger if you, whatever, you were intoxicated, not sober. But it said Abraham that he didn't stagger, that he didn't move. So he became the Abba of Amunah. And we look at it as stability and not the way they say it, face something, hope for evidence of things unseen. I mean, that's the definition they want to use for. But for him, I look at his stability. And I don't believe you create a stability off of things you don't see. I believe your stability comes from things that you actually encompass and things you deal with. What's going to build it? What's going to cause this building to come out from things I don't see, from things that's not going to come into existence? I mean, his had to be built off of, to me, it had to be built off of relationships. Something that keep him where he didn't waver. Something that kept him where he didn't move. Later, we might have known it as faith, but for them, they knew this amunah. They knew that stability. Y'all got it? And that's what we look at. Like, people didn't realize years ago, you got all these bank names that were key to people. Banks would call themselves Fidelity. Y'all remember that? Yeah, Fidelity Bank was huge because the name in itself symbolized something. I'm going to be him. We didn't think, people just like, I'm going to Fidelity Bank. When I come out, we only had Trust Company. Before a bank, Bank of America came from Bank South. That would refer to it with Bank South. All these banks, for Wachovia, you had First Citizen, First American, where they had all these different banks before these folks were ever created, and when these people were set up. So every names you looked at, you count on Fidelity. I mean, I'm gonna always be, listen, you can count. You leaving your money, I had to give you a name to where, what's gonna make you leave your money with me and not go somewhere else? Because my name is Fidelity. Let's see what fidelity means. Did we turn the air for him? Did something happen? Some turned down. What y'all? If y'all don't know admin, y'all need to move. Y'all ain't finna burn me up in this house. No sir, I ain't trying to go to Sheol. I ain't trying to burn up now. I ain't going to get in no hot waters of Florida either. These folks gonna learn. He know how to make you keep your clothes on. Why they don't wear that stuff on the street, walk down the street with them drawers and panties? They know what them folks gonna do to them. Ain't that right? They know what's gonna happen. Tell them wear it to work. You so hot. They're going to wear clothes when they go to work, though. They know they're wrong. Faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief demonstrated by continuing loyalty and what they call itself fidelity bank. Y'all see that? They're trying to demonstrate a loyalty, and that's what Yahuah did for us. He demonstrated a loyalty to us. Y'all know what he told us? He said, "You the only people I know on all the Gui of the rights." He was trying to tell you about fidelity. He said, "I've been faithful." You know who had been unfaithful? This whole relationship is us because we don't have a reason, or we make up our own way. And that's the detriment to what we're doing. You can't make up your own way. We got to go the way that's already been predestinated for us. This has already been set. Y'all got it? That's what you got. Give me that Ephesians 1:1. That's mighty amazing, Deuce, all of a sudden you come over there. He like that attention. Guess he got it from his daddy. Ephesians 1:1. Listen.
Shaul, a shalak of Yahushua HaMashiach by the will of Elohim.
They probably said apostle. But that's right, shalak. I mean, he was sent. He letting you know who sent him to Yahushua. Same thing when Mushah went down to see them in Mizraim. He let them know who sent them. And he told them what they're going to want to know. It's amazing. Guess what he said? He was sent. Guess what we want to know? What is your name? You know, we look at people don't worry about that. I mean, Paul, that's all I'm worried about. I don't know why. Because when Mushah was coming down to tell the Beni of Yasharal that Yahuah had sent him, we want to know when he said he was sent, we want to know what is his name?
Yes, sir.
What is his Shem?
That's right.
See, amazingly, I say a lot of these religions don't make you or get you conscious enough to think about certain things are being done. This is a pattern. You're speaking, and who is he going to be? Who is he sending these letters to? You're greeting people, and then for us to accept them, we need to know a name. You know what I'm saying? We need your name. We like the police come to your car, tell us, they call me dude. No, what's your name? I need you. Don't give me no fools like that. I didn't know who I'm dealing with. I need a name. That's the same thing with us. We need to know a name. Who am I dealing with? Y'all got it? All right, come on.
To the Kadash ones who are located at Ephos and who are Amunah in the Mashiach Yahushua.
See that? Who got stability in him. Listen. So was it said to everybody? To everybody? I'm in Ephesus. I don't really believe, though. Was he talking to me? Similar to what in the 6th chapter, in the 8th chapter book of Yukonon, then said Yahushua, though, Yahudim, who did what? So you ain't got stability. I wasn't writing to you anyway. See, a lot of these letters, people ain't got no business reading. It ain't for you. I go in your mailbox because I live on your street. I can just pull something out your mailbox, start reading it. It ain't addressed to me, is it? This ain't addressed to all y'all either. Some of y'all can go ahead and go to sleep. He talking about people that got amunah.
That's right.
People who got stability. Come on, and it's in the Mashiach.
Yes, sir. Come on. Chesed to you and Shalom.
Look at that. He won't give you this favor to you. He let them know if they in the Mashiach, they got stability. Why wouldn't you have the chesed? Why wouldn't you have it? It doesn't make sense. I mean, I have amunah, but I don't even have the chesed. That don't make sense. So now he's telling us that, see, chesed to you, favor to you, loving kindness to you. Mercies to you and shalom. Come on.
From the Elohim, Abinu, and our Adon, Yahushua HaMashiach.
See that? He let you know who. He let you know who. From the Abba and our Adon. So that makes sense why you would write out in the 30th chapter we read in the 30th chapter of the book of Marshalim, when he told you, I have not the understanding of Anashim. He said he was more dumb, he was more foolish than any of them. He said he didn't have the understanding. He wanted to know who had gathered the wind in his hand, who had done all these things. He asked you what was who?
His Nishem.
And?
His being Shem.
How's the greeting up there? How did he greet him?
The Abba and the Ben.
Well, I didn't tell you about the son then the father. Because that wasn't the question. We'll know what was his name and what was his Ben name, if you can tell me. So he give reverence to the father. And we know the Adon and master, who is Yahushua, we know he's the son of the father. All right? As we are. Come on.
Barak be the Elohim and my Abba of our Adon Yahushua HaMashiach, who has barak us with every Ruachni baraka in the Shamayim, Malkum in the Mashiach.
So you see that? Let's see what heavenly would come up for definition. Because we're not actually sitting now, but now we're going to start to look at a couple of things just from him saying, I know something, and this will have people who sit around, you know, and people take up their own ideology when they read. They'll tell you, not in heaven. But the suffix should make a difference in what it actually means. Of heaven, divine. So it's not actually the literal place, but it's telling you it's of it, and it's telling you by being divine. Okay? Of the heavens or the skies, informally, very pleasing and wonderful. I don't know about it, you know, shampoo smell in heaven. I don't know how it smells like the cloud. I don't know, how does shampoo smell heavenly? Has anybody ever smelled it? So we look at of or divine. Celestial will go into spiritual. Let's see what word were they rendering for heavenly? Shaman. Yeah. Verse 3. Oh, you're in the wrong book. You're in Byth Timothy, yeah. Should be Shaman. Let's see. I want to know what did they render. Okay. The M is for in. Wrong. So the quote unquote I am gave the suffix, correct? I think about not a particular place, but I think I look at more being a state of being than more than you see. In the 14th chapter of the book of Romans, 14 and 17, you can look at that. We'll tell you about the Malkuth Alahim.
That's right.
It's not meat or drink. They tell you it's a deep, and it's in the Ruach HaKadosh. So a lot of times people are kind of, that's why I don't eat stuff. They call it heavenly bread or heavenly. I don't eat it. He said not meat or drink. I don't drink no heavenly drink. Yeah, he says not meat or drink.
That's right.
Which he wasn't. Let me say this. A lot of emphasis been put on making sure we don't err. I don't want to err and drink something called heavenly. I don't per se believe you would just err from doing it, but conscience said I stay away from it. But why you'll put a whole lot of emphasis on making sure you don't drink something called heavenly or eat something called heavenly, you'll be doing something else that's a behavior that'll be totally Sheol. But you'll have to your claim to fame, you ain't drink nothing called heavenly or eat nothing heavenly. So I don't want to swallow camel straight out of gnat.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right.
Sometimes we will put a lot of, and
Right.
I'm just trying not to get involved with, let me tell you something. Don't get caught up with a whole lot of stuff with people.
Right.
But a lot of stuff I want to do for conscience sake. In the 10th chapter of 1 Corinthians, Shaul sat down and told us about whatever set before he told you to eat and asking no questions for what sake.
Conscience sake.
He said, whose sake? Whose conscience? He said, not yours, theirs. No, he was talking about the people that sat there and see you.
That's right.
I'm going to need that check too, because you was out there, big man. Come on, big man. I mean, but you quoted like you had a whole nother translation. Look, you had a bunch of names wrong, like, had a lot of names on it, but apparently they didn't have that particular right. We talking about you, big man. People call me Slim Cookie. Yeah, you take it for Chris' sake. He taking it for you, Chris.
I don't know what that
Y'all
man talking about.
Justin, is that typically white cat that let somebody color take their credit? Depending on the person. What you say, Chris? That's tight. That's tight. So now
We'll talk later.
we'll talk offline.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, come on. No, what was that? He looking at, okay. Romi means my exalted or my praise. Okay. So, my exalted or my praise. as in, what's that? Romi, Romu, Hashem is which is the name. What is Aroma? What else? Romi Kaya, Hashem. My praise is the name. That's what he's trying to say, which is explicitly refers to praising Yahuah. Well, you know, put God, and clearly not the capital of Italy. They're thinking Rome. May you merit to rear to raise her to Torah, Kupa, and I don't know, is this Spanish? Yeah, this gonna be there. Tovim, I know that's Yiddish. All of the questions. See, a lot of time these words, and see, especially you moving into what they call the New Testament, you'll notice a lot of time the words change. Two reasons why it can change. Dialect change because of people we were under. So more than one reason. I don't want to count everything to just Yiddish or Greek. Well, you'll count it to them because typically you'll look at just like people in the South and people in the North. They'll say soda pop. We're going to say, my cousin, they said grain. They said, give me a grain. No, they said grain. They said, I can get a grain. Now, we all laugh, but you know about the grain. They said grain. Now, come on, I need that check. Man, you from Mississippi. Come on, man. Ain't no anywhere you heard that. Right, you think that man never heard grain before? You ain't never heard grain? What do you say? Pop. In Mississippi.
Yeah.
Man, put two checks up there.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
You from Mississippi? That's right. He is. I forgot.
They say Pop, Mississippi.
Yeah, he from Mississippi. I forgot that. Yeah, Louisiana. I'm sorry, Louisiana. That's what I mean. Yeah, you from Louisiana. Oh, raising Cajun. Ain't that right? So, yeah, but how many of y'all remember someone they said grain or soda? Oh, no, they say soda. I think up north they might say soda. Pop. Ain't you from Arkansas? How old are you, Des? I don't know, Des about 39 years. Des ain't never said nothing about Chicago. When y'all heard that man come to Chicago? First time we done heard this. That man always coming here, and I remember one time I paid me back, I cut my hand. That man said, oh, I'm a Razorback. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, y'all ain't know that. I'm like, he's in Arkansas, baby, all day long. Yeah, now all of a sudden, man, it's a lot of stuff that came here lately. Somebody said something on the phone last that we never heard before. Somebody says, is it, man? I ask y'all clearly, if you been, listen, anything you done supernatural, ordinary, no, we didn't know about it now. Don't be bringing that stuff up later on no conversation. We ain't never heard all this Chicago baby, born and raised. El Rukin. See, you ever heard that before? Now, that man all kind of stuff. He told he's 6.9 star. You heard all this out of California, out of Chicago? That's what we saying. That's all Arkansas. Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, what I'm gonna say in saying that is because of where they were and because they, went into different captivity, a lot of times the lingo changes. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be people that come down to the South and they'll be up from up north, and then people will tell they go back, you sound so country. Because the dialect, certain words we say, we might not say the same way they would up north. Up north, sometimes they'll try to make it, try to be more astute and try to make it, be a little proper in it. We'll be more lax tone when we say something. But so you can see where their language would have changed. They were under different domination, so their language would have changed. Some Yiddish, some of it, now the Yiddish stuff, I believe they got left when they got to Europe. I don't believe no Yiddish when they were up under this captivity here in their homeland. There's some that was kind of fabricated or made up among them. When it come down to our language, you can see when you move to what they call New Testament, there's a difference. Sometimes you look at words that they put. So it's a matter of trying to capitalize on paying attention to see what's more or less added, what you don't really want to pay a whole lot of attention to, put stock in, and what you kind of do. And that's what I try to do. And I try to do it cautiously because I don't want to go and X something out and you mess around, it's the wrong thing. That makes sense? So if you see me like I kind of got a hang up because I'm more or less trying to follow a pattern with these people. With us, it's almost like retracing. You ever seen sometimes if they'll find like old bones in a stone or something like that, they'll get it. they won't let everybody touch it. They'll try to brush away the other stuff lightly because you'll be careful, you'll wind up destroying. You know, we nigga grab, just go and start pulling bone, you don't grab the wrong, don't grab some chicken bone, you don't they're more or less you know what I'm saying? They want them to take their time. They want to take a little salt brush and brush away the other stuff around there, trying to make sure you keep the integrity of it. And that's what we have to do. We do the word, because y'all remember, this stuff been buried on a whole lot of other people's writings, whole lot of other people's dialects, whole lot of people's opinions. So when I'm going across, we look at, you have to kind of use a real soft painter brush. You can't go down with no wide brush scratching. You're going to get rid of a lot of stuff that's going to be essential. That makes sense. So anybody watch, I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. If it looks like, oh, Tom Smith, that's not true. I want to take everything he said, but I understand it's sensitive and it's delicate, and you got to be careful about what you X out and what you saying keep. Got it? So I want to be careful with that, okay? So let's be practical. These people moved into a lot of different regions. From there, they moved here, and then the other islands. So even our people that speak the language, we will have, if we found people that keep the same, you know, keep the practicing. I assure you, we're gonna have a difference on words. We're gonna have a difference. Island people gonna have a difference on it. They're gonna say ours date back just as far, but this is how we say it. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of us can't get together, because all of the different tongues. Because everybody been captive. So you think about it. One slave gonna feel like his slave master was better than another slave master. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna feel like they captive where they were better than another place. So that begins to be a problem when we come back and look at the word, and the word has to be the final verdict. The problem we have with it, too many hands have touched it. Then when these people start defining stuff, I'm not a big soul person on everybody's definition, because these people, remember, this was a people that started out literally with figurative speech. I mean, it wasn't just amen. They had symbols. They used these symbols to communicate. You knew the Aleph meant 1,000. I can lead, strong, versatile. They knew this from there. A is just A. It depends on what you're trying to spell, where you're trying to go. It's A. For them, it's different. They understood all of the characteristics, so their knowledge was a lot more in depth about it. You see what I'm saying? Because they knew everything about the Aleph. So when they saw it, now it's about the practicality of where does it fit in this statement when I'm using. Y'all, that makes sense to y'all? Am I confusing any of y'all? Let me see the Aleph. Let's see the chart. And a lot of times I like to see us take off and go, but a lot of times you have to go back and look at where you started. He even told them to repent and do their first works over. Because think about it, when man got in here and everything changed, then a lot of other things changed. People start creating their own words. Okay, with the Alaph Byth chart, what are we doing? Are you trying to find it? I thought we had it saved. Okay. So, just like we talked, this is a basic. Some of them a little more in depth. Again, you know, these are new people. Everybody translating. Somebody just got it down to the simplest point. But the Aleph. So when they saw the Aleph head, which the Aleph head, Bakar is what the Aleph is called. So you knew automatic. It was strong, power, leader. This is what they knew about it. So they had I think they had a more in-depth concept about it. When you look at the letter A, what do you know about A? What do you know about A? A vowel. What do you know about it? In depth. How in depth can you go with it? It can't. It can't do anything unless it got something else with it. Or it's used in a sentence pretty much. There's nothing really I know about it other than it's the first letter, or what we call, well, really your ABCs wouldn't be alphabets, because the alpha would be the first letter of the Greek alphabet, not the A. So a lot of times, even when you look at the Greek, their stuff was symbolism. They knew that if you say you the alpha male, what that mean? You the last one? That's right, you the strongest, isn't that right? You the lead. So everybody, typically, even with the Greeks, everybody wrote in a way to where it had a meaning to it. If you look at the English, and a lot of times you look at the Latin, it don't have a meaning to it until you start putting them together. When you start putting their symbols together, they knew what they meant. You know what I'm saying? There was a behavior that was demonstrated in practice with. These were things they actually, how many of y'all operate with the A? How many of y'all handle the A? Come on, I'm get that check, come on. You know, Jessica raised her hand, she said, what you do with the A, sweetie? Let's do this. I'm gonna give you something to do with the A, okay? I want you to put a check on the board. Says you got in spirit early today. I want you to say, I operate in the A. Now, oh, you talking about in A-Town? Oh, you type in the A? Because you know there's other letters on there. The only one you just go A. I know if you do 2 of them, you're supposed to go to a rehab. All right. 3, you get a tow or a battery jump. Right, one of them. I mean, how I come up with these things like that? But I'm going. Y'all be looking. Tickets coming soon. I'm going to have mine up there with Beyonce, $1,500. Man, later on, what she so pissed with Beyonce, man, them tickets $100, $200, you get on the floor. They bought when they first came out $1,500. She said, I'm up at the nosebleed. $100, $200. Listen, these people, let me tell you something. What I give Beyonce, she can't help right now. $2. I don't think a whole lot of these people like that. I wouldn't give these people my money. Man, these people ain't dead now. What you do? Man, you say way up, I need binoculars. Man, no, I'm not giving you that. No, I go sit down somewhere. No. People got to, and they made it. In the game, you should be able to take your whole family, a family of 5 should be able to go to any professional game for $25. That's right. And get something to eat, $10, feed out, popcorn, drink, all that. Man, you still getting paid. These seats ain't like you brought no seats in. The seats sitting there anyway. The raggedy builder don't do nothing when ain't nothing going on. You get more people. More people can come, enjoy, and do it, and folk don't kill each other. You think about that. Coming from me you don't like, oh. Man, you hyped that me going out. These folks finna pay me $100. Man, I'm not finna try to break nothing out here, man. They come out of here, man, come on by, man. Man, they ain't getting but $200, $400. Man, listen, I ain't getting nobody enough money to dive and take nobody's knees out. You got too much going on. You do all that stuff, you need to go be a mercenary. Don't be go out there fool. Man, it's crazy, man. Pay no man no $2 million to take somebody to rip their arm off. You need to go in the military or go somewhere. Go out there and risk your life and get killed. That's crazy. And you gonna do that, let me get a gun. So I'm gonna play with a gun. I ain't even getting down. Just stand like that, just wait. Ain't it right? Whatever you want to do, big man, you'll get out the way. Y'all don't like that, hurt your feeling. Some of y'all want that money. It don't make sense. Too many folks, people, you know who it hurt? It hurt us. Look at now, you can't even afford to live. You know why? Because we let other people price our life. We let them, these people ain't worth that. They ain't even practical. How these guys played way back there? O.J. Simpson was the first player to get $1 million. And we thought that was the world. O.J. got $1 million. And it was like $1 million, man. That was like you filthy rich. You on the plan, but what, 16 weeks? $1 million, do the math. You ain't even on the field or what, 2 hours with breaks, doing a couple of second runs? No. Most I would give him $2 million. That'd be for like 60 years. Pay them joker that money, man, please. Man, I'm out here working, gotta use my mind, and you sitting out here a dummy, raping folk, pissing on people, and these folk paying all that kind of money. I piss on somebody now. Give me $60 million. Folk getting away good money for piss. I don't get this stuff, dude in their mouth. Another $75 million. They don't pay these people. Won't they pay you to just do right? They pay these people to be criminals. These young people ain't got nobody to look up to. All them failures. Tell you, look around. Got to go to court. Going to jail. Rape. Something stupid. Pulling guns on people. Like John Moran. You know who John Moran shouldn't go to jail. Let the fans decide. Just start supporting them. You're a terrible role model for our people. He's a young man. I don't want to see him go to prison unless he's done something that warranted that. But I think start supporting these people. Yeah, that's how you're going to do it, but don't support it. I tell you, when we don't go to call y'all hoe, y'all dirty hoe, you filthy, nasty, skank hoe, and you're not here dancing, I'll piss on you too. God, I bet you're like, man, I'm going to go something. You think woman like, oh, y'all faggots, oh, y'all faggoty niggas. Like, you finna come out that stage. And not tomorrow either, today. I'll sling a chip. Like, man, you don't talk to me like that. You finna, I'd have paid you to sit around and tell me I'm a faggot. Oh, y'all niggas faggots. Shake up booty. You a bunch of faggots. Just got woo! What is wrong with us? I know it's funny, but it's sad. Because the comedians ain't funny. They make their money off of defaming you. Then these rappers, they just call you anything and you just hear. These people do, it's sad where we at in person. I don't have to support you. Listen, it's an audience for that. I ain't one of those people. You have it. And enough people wake up, yeah, they'll come out there and respect. Years ago, guys had to entertain you on stage. James Brown, you ain't understand nothing he said, but he go, but he ain't call you no faggot. I know he had weak bow. If I do that, you trying to hold it in. That kind of foolishness? No, I don't agree with that stuff. I think it's deplorable. Sit here, fan, basketball player, shoot you bird. When you talk to these people, why people calling on you that? Why? For you to shoot them a bird? These people calling you because they're like, you famous. Can I get a picture? I want to say these people, I know, they be tired. That come with the life. You getting the money. That's right. We pay you the money, shoot a bird, then a dumb other fan. Man, he all right, man. I mean, they tired. You shoot me a bird? Michael Vick shot a bird to all the Falcon fans one time. Oh, everybody loved him. Let them dog, he should have got 20 years for them dogs. I don't even care nothing about the dog. Just for the fact that, where's the respect for the fans? They booed you because that's one of the ways of letting you know we don't agree with what you did. That's how they do you. Reward you back, still paying. Y'all niggas fought for him and them dogs. Let them go to jail. They go lock him back up. I just thought about that. I think it's wrong. It disrespect, but we pay you. You can't shoot us no bird. What's wrong with you? These kids up here. What do you think? But y'all still love him. Greatest ever played. Brady shot y'all a bird. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Even what's the other white who out there more interception? Brent Favre. I used to love Brent Favre. I ain't never seen a white man throw so many interceptions in crucial game and walk out like, hey, that's the game. It's like you serious, Brent? You know we finna go to the Super Bowl before you did this. Well, he messed that thing up. I said, they finna go. Brent finna get one. What they said? We finna kick it. Brent said, I'm throwing. They like, for what? Brent said, throw. They like, Brent, we finna kick it. It's over. Throw. Interception. Brent said, hey, man, that's how it go. I said, oh, that's a whole nother sermon right here. But anyway, again, this is why we look at this, symbolism. And I want, just like the gum, the foot, gather to walk. So we know when we saw the foot, this wasn't going in your behind. They typically looked at, apparently they hadn't started back then, which means people know how to keep their mouth back then. Kids were obeying parents, because if it was me today, if I drew the Gamal, I have a butt cheek on it. That way they'll know where the gam go. I mean, so apparently back then, kids knew how to obey their parents, and folk one had the diarrhea at the mouth. So they knew it was to walk in together. So these symbolism let them know. That's why when I look at the Abari language and I look at certain words when they're giving us, I want to know how did they see it? Just like the foot, that's what they looked. The foot was also, they looked at, they traveling was always on their foot, or they played games, a lot was on their feet. So they understood how important the foot was. They knew symbolism, what it meant versus the G. What did the G mean? I mean, that means you got a bunch of hoes, you're a gangster. I mean, the G is just a letter. It really doesn't have a lot. It has to be supported by something. Y'all got to use with something in order to get a meaning. But the Gamal by itself, it has a meaning. So you can see where everything could support itself. The noon, the yalit, the hay. You see what I'm saying? The ooh. See, everything could support itself. Y'all got it. You look at stability. Which of these a house can't support itself? It can support itself. I mean, it can defend. Everything you find we had. So you look at everything could defend itself, like having a wall. But it can defend itself. A lot of things you look, all these things are definitive. But you look at the letters. When you look at what they give us, they're not definitive. Y'all got they have to be supported by something. So I really appreciate the language and the fact of the early writing. So that's why I'm kind of particular about. I want to know how did they see it. Got it? Because I want to get that in-depth meaning so I can portray those actions so I can make sure I secure that relationship. If relationship not important, y'all do what you've been doing. Just take it for what it is. Take it at face value. Don't put a lot in it. Do y'all understand? We read a book about people that had relationships that decide to serve those relationships by behavior. And you had people that created relationships that they kept to move. So when I'm reading this, you understand I am trying to accomplish this relationship, that I'll keep it to move. So I'm trying to look at where was the connection with these people that I read about, and where's the disconnection with people I read about that served the tie for whether it was a relationship, whether it was goods, or whatever it might have been, or attitude, or maybe it was their own illness. So all these things I'm looking at because I'm a man, and as a man, I'm going to encounter different situations. I got to make sure that when that situation comes, it's not a relationship that make me fall or a situation that cause me to fall. Y'all got it? So it's very important for me to understand how they view these words, how did he view them, and what action they demonstrated. Even if you don't know the language, if you see a certain word say, if I say, and he get up and go somewhere, I'm going to start putting together every time he said, he goes somewhere. Now as I get it, I want to know what does mean, so I know why he got up and he went. If I see if he's urgent about it and persistent, I want to know how it's said to get him to move with that type of action. If he kind of slow move, like kind of where it's not that serious, he's going. All these things I need to know, because he told me I ain't supposed to be slothful in business. Most of y'all slothful in business. Most of y'all are slothful. That's terrible. You do know your book tell you not to be slothful in business. It tells you to be fervent in the Ruach. Most of y'all dragging you. So these are two violations you got. You're not supposed to be slothful in business, and you're supposed to be fervent in the Ruach. What's the problem? Oh, I got to work on that. Did he ask you to work on it? So these are things we look at and we start watching. You look at when not EU, but Yahuah, who they call Jonah, he was slothful. He wasn't going, didn't he? But after a while, he came out of the belly of that well, what'd he do? My boy was rolling, wasn't he? He got fervent, but he said, I got to pick it up. But look at what it took. And I don't want that same thing to happen to me. I might not make it back out the belly of a well. So a lot of times we say, well, I'm like you, like you hear folks, I'm like you, I'm running. What, you was in the belly of the well? People always claim they like somebody. Just stop lying. This man was not trying to be disobedient. He told you why. He said, I knew you were going to get him repented. That's why he didn't go. This man wasn't trying to be disobedient. He looked at, I knew, he told me, I knew you were going to do that. The man told us even ago, he said, listen, I'm long suffering. He said, I show mercy to thousands of them that hurt me. And listen, and I don't vindicate none of them that hate. He said, I repay all my enemies back to their face. So all these things, that's why he said when he come back, what he say? Every eye gonna see him. He said, I'm gonna repay him to their face. He not one of them guys gonna stab you in your back. I can appreciate that. The fact that he let you know, he said, listen, I repay everybody to their face. So it lets you know what you need. You ain't gotta have no second guess about whether or not. This is why we try to make sure we understand the writings. And a lot of time I think we've gotten too comfortable because you guys have taken for granted the opportunity he giving you. You're living, you got up another day, and it looks like you're going to do this every day. You ain't going to believe it. Everybody dead used to do what you're doing. Ain't nobody dead ain't used to do what you're doing. They used to get up. And he took them down for the last time. You be a fool, and a lot of people fall from it because they feel like they got time. You don't have time. He coming back tomorrow. Okay, he coming back tomorrow. You ain't ready. Ain't no two ways. But I was trying. He has no place for people that were trying. He only got one place. Well, two places. One for those that are going to be with him, the other one going to Sheol. That's how urgent this is. That's how important it is that we understand it, that we walk in it. Y'all got it. It's that critical. You're going to waste all the time. You can say, oh, and this smart. Man, I could have just been out in the street. And you know what? And you'd have had a better time burning. You know how dumb that is? Versus, you know what you want him to say? I could have been getting this right. See, always the mind that go to where? Man, if I was going to burn, I just stay on the street. Why you always find a way out that ain't even smart? What is it? So if you already in the street and you wasn't trying to live right, what is it? That's a better burning? That's why you can't afford to get caught with people in stupid conversation. Your salvation got to be the most important thing you got going. A lot of time for people, that's just not. It's just not a drive. It's like, it's a come and go kind of thing. Like sometimes they get their feeling and they go. It's a come and go. This got to be persistent. I'm sorry, it got to be consistent. But that's going to come with you being persistent. Y'all got it? That's it. Got to be persistent. If there's something you want, you can't let it go. You got to stay at it. You know, guys will put more time into it later who turn them down, won't go. They say, you know what? That drive, I'm going to just keep at them till she give me them digits. Sometimes you'll get guys tell, man, you know, she ignored me for a long time. I was just sending a little something. I said a little something eventually. She finally got around to it, got her to laugh. Then she took and gave me the number. We talked, and now we together. See, I stayed persistent. And Yahuah said, I hope I'm going to use that as a testimony against you. Because you need to stay persistent when it comes out of your salvation. Not behind no woman. and not behind no man. They'll change. People change. Why y'all think he let people change? That's to show you. Why would you put your trust? I mean, I'm putting my whole heart in nobody, my wife and nobody else. My whole heart in Mr. Yahuah. Man, that's a human being. I'm a human being. I wake up in the morning and decide, this ain't what I want to do. Somebody gonna make me do something different? Man, my whole confidence in that man. You know why he let stuff flip? People say, how many tell you, I never would have thought, I never would have believed it. He said, I don't know why you want it. You're dealing with a man. You're dealing with a man. You're dealing with people that's open to interpretation, that's open to change. It ain't always a good thing. So my whole confidence, when it started in him, I tell you, I know what I'm going to do. I don't know what nobody else going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Y'all, I know what I'm going to do. Y'all got it. I know what's on the line for me. People say, oh, man, just tell y'all lies. Guess what? I guarantee that I know if I'm lying before they do. I ain't nobody tell me I'm lying. I know what I'm going to do. Y'all hear me? My goal is to make sure I be with this man when he come back here. I didn't come on here to see if I could play around. So when I come back to this, and it might be slower for y'all, it's because I want to make sure I get it right. Just like the door. They knew when they saw that, that's the door. Now, how's a door typically used? Open and close, in or out. That's it. That man told me that's it. That's the only way you get in or out. It's through me. That man let me know. So it's certain things they saw, they understood exactly what it meant. Now, what does the D tell you? How much about the D can you tell me? That's about much you can tell me. That's about much as you got. But the dog, I know that's the entrance way. That's how a man get in and out. And the book told us, and so an entrance was ministered to you. And a hanging. That's what we're looking at. When Yahuah was sitting up on the two, they hung him, didn't they? You know, what you do with a door? I'm a builder. You ain't gonna believe it. You know what I get people come in, you know what I ask them to do? I tell them to hang the door. That's the man, I tell them to hang it. That's what we do. We had to hang it. And that's how you get in and out. Till it get up. You ain't gonna believe it. We couldn't get in and out till we hung the door. I get jobs, I get door delivered. They land on the floor. Go through that door. You ain't going nowhere. You can't go through that door till I hang it. So you know how much sense it made now? Just look at this. Look how much sense it gave up. So now you understand how the interest got down once we hung it. And you know, and guess what somebody said in one of the ignorant religion? Why they had to hang my Jesus? They should have never hung it. How you gonna get in, baby? See, certain things you say, it becomes your ignorance. This is why he told you it's dangerous when you don't have understanding. Your skill level don't allow you to come. It was no other way. It had to happen. How was you going to get in if we didn't hang the door? So then they, as a critic, how many of y'all used to feel sad about them hanging it and felt bad about it? How many of y'all felt like they shouldn't have done it at Christian? So knowing what you know now, how much sense that make? Then that show you how much intelligence did you have? You see what I'm saying? And these people had our crying, like, oh, I can't watch that movie. How they do? I don't know how. The book said the chastisement of our peace was upon him. That's how we got shalom when they beat. So everything you saying they shouldn't have done, you don't realize it had to be done that way. That's why we're so appreciative, because someone else took it rather than us. Man, listen to him. The same way, in order for us to receive the favor we got today, it came through somebody else stepping up to the plate, willing to take the violation. When you're cold, when he told him he was going to go into his arbor, he wasn't going in so he could rob him, rape his daddy, pull his clothes off to look at him. He was going in so his daddy could barak him. He said, but this thing could turn out and be an all-on. And his angel said, let it fall on me. She said, let it fall on. How preach you think that? Listen, I want it in every count for this to work for you. Now you think about it, I'm going to do this. This thing, even with me, I look at this. Starting and stopping. Going and quitting. Not getting it right, and it wound up being a hurt to you. So a lot of times that prevents a lot of people from wanting to even try to obtain salvation. Because if I don't get it right, it can wind up being even worse for me being wrong. Well, think about him. I'm just trying to go in so I can obtain a baraka, a benefit. That's all, a benefit for me, an inheritance for myself. But he realized in doing this, this could very well turn out that this will be a curse on me. So now how much struggle they going to put in your mind by doing it? I'm still ready to run on in, even though it can wind up being, it can work out and be bad for me. I'm gonna be hesitant. And I'm not going to go in full, I'm not. The whole time I'm gonna be kind of uncertain. I want to do it, but then I don't want nothing bad to happen. I want to, but I don't want nothing to happen. And you know what happened? And right there, I'm not stable. You have no stability. Ain't let him know. Say, listen, let it fall on me. I don't want nothing to happen. Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Don't y'all know what we're doing? Don't y'all know a curse on us? Man, the 29th chapter, get it, was it 29, 29, 28, you know, the 28th chapter, book of all our Dabarim. He said, behold, I said before you day, you ain't gonna believe it. Barak and what else? You ain't gonna believe it. That's what Yaakov had in front of him. That day, that's what he had in front of him. He had a Barak and he had Allah on him. He said, if my daddy if he find me as a deceiver, he said, that man gonna curse me. You ain't gonna believe it. We all deceivers. Now what's supposed to fall on us? That's why we look at being con, because you ain't gonna believe it. This is not usual. This is very unusual. Highly unlikely that people that are deceivers wind up obtaining this. But you ain't gonna believe it. Yahuah had to let them know, let it fall on me. That's why we needed to watch that beat. Them folk, oh, I can't watch it, because you're still in it. You ought to be able to watch it, because when you watch it, all that was supposed to be for us. That was our hit. That was our spit. That javelin that was pierced through him, that was for us. He said, he told us, that let you know what happened to us. We wound up, it was an all off. Us not keeping that, it was an all off. But it fell on him. See, we didn't get to see it fall on his aim on Rebecca. We didn't see it fall on him. But guess what? We saw it fall on Yahuah. He told the reproach of them that reproach thee. Who is Yahuah? The Abba. Wow. You ain't gonna believe it. We deceived him. Let's see right quick. Pick me up at the 7th chapter book of Tahalym. So I'm trying to get ready and get y'all finished. If they take it, biggest problem I got with my group, they getting them to take it. So, let's see if it's 20. Let's say 23. Appreciate all those two out there watching support. Appreciate y'all. I seen Woman Naughty up there one day on that dinner. He been watching a long time. Seen Glenwood. A long time. Appreciate it. I'm folk been with us a long time out there. All right. This 7, 8, and 20. I think I put 23. That's fine. That's fine. Listen. Hold on. Behold, but cut that mic on.
Sir.
White man.
Yes, sir.
He liked that.
Yes, sir.
He told me, he told her, he said, preacher, see, you can't insult us. He said, we used to that. So let me ask you a question, Chris.
Yes,
How do y'all as white? Well, Justin, could you might be there. I asked Justin, he the younger of y'all, of whites. He a little less skilled. How do y'all feel about monkeys and apes and baboons, Justin? Would you like to pass that question, or you want to answer?
I'll answer.
He said that's
Paul.
a question. He said he don't want to get into. He'll avoid it. So we'll ask the other white man, the senior to you, who's been wanting. Would that be okay if I pass the question? How y'all feel? See, he has authority. What do you?
I will proudly answer that question.
Yes, sir. What is it?
Zoo animals.
I tried, y'all. I tried. That man wasting no time. He said, "That's tight." Well, now we know, don't we? All right, here we go. This is what he did.
Behold, he struck the sewer so that Mayim gushed out, and streams were overflowing. Can he give Lakam also? Shall he provide meat for his arm?
Yeah, now, see? Now they went back over what he did. So what they saw was evident. Now they asked the question. Typically, you strike a sewer, a rock, and water come out. Mayim start pouring out. Not only just water you, but the animals too with you. So now they ask the question. They want to know, but can he provide Lakam? Listen, can he give us bread? Lakam also, and what does they ask? Shall he provide meat for his arm? They want to know, and can he provide food for his arm?
Therefore, Yahuah shama and was angry.
Y'all hear what they said? When Yahuah heard it, what is that? Okay, when Yahuah heard it, he was angry, and what happened?
And his fire was kindled against Jacob, and anger also mounted against Yasharal.
Y'all see that? Same people. He said that his anger was kindled against Jacob. So let's add, based on what we said, what are y'all kind of putting together here? Hands? Yes, sir. I can hear you. Remember, just the fact that he went back and he talked about Yahuah, which was Yasharal's, was his first name. So now we're looking at Yahuah, and we talk about him being angry with Yahuah and him being the Abba. This was something that Yahuah was concerned about when he was going in and receive the Baraka that his Ak, which is his brother Asu, was supposed to get. Now he letting you know, and you can see why he look at, I provided for you, and now you draw back on me and you start to question me. He said, therefore my anger I became angry with you. What has happened?
Because they did not aman in Elohim and did not trust in his Yeshua.
See that? So now they believe when they got the Ma'im, just like you do. Typically with us, we believe after we get what we're supposed to receive. See, they had received some, but now when another situation came, they looked at it was reason to doubt. That still doesn't tell us your whole ability. It wasn't enough that he had already given them Ma'im. I brought you out Mizraim. I've done all these things, and yet now you murmuring to me about something to eat. Could I feed you guys? Go ahead.
Yet he commanded the clouds above and opened the door of the Shamayim.
See that? And he opened the doors of Shamayim. Isn't that right? Which is the entranceway. Come on.
He rained down manna upon them to eat and gave them the grain of Shamayim.
See that? That what? That what he gave down to what? Which
That's
is
right.
interesting because Yahushua tried to tell you that he was the bread, the lakam that came down. You ain't gonna believe it. Why? Because they didn't know what the bread was. They didn't know who he was. Remember, they couldn't tell where he was from. They couldn't answer. It made sense that he would be manna. He said, I'm the Amat Lakam that came down from Sham. So they rained it down, they called it mountain. Mountain just means what? We didn't know what it was.
That's right.
We were eating it, but we didn't know what it was. But it made sense why they kept questioning. Because they kept trying to tell, we don't know whence he was. When they questioned him with the blind man, they said, he said, why is it a strange thing you don't know from whence he came?
That's right.
That's the same thing with us. We didn't watch that bread come down. They went out there and it was in the field.
Here, that's right.
Wasn't it? They
Yes,
didn't actually sit there and watch it fall down their head or bust them in the head with it. They went out the next day and they gathered.
That's right.
So you ain't gonna believe with Yahushua. They didn't know where he came out from. They just knew he was gathered. So now this is the same thing made sense why he told us that he was the Lakam that came from Shamayim. Because you ain't gonna believe it. You don't know, do you? Come on.
Each did eat Lakam of mighty. He sent them food in abundance.
See that? Go ahead.
He caused the Kadim wind to blow in the Shamayim, and by his power he directed the Nagid wind.
Negev is south.
I'm
What
sorry.
did it say? Negev is south. That's south Negev. What did it say? Something different? What does it say? Oh. Demon. I was saying two things. We got the south wind. We had the ha, the HA for the. But go ahead.
And he rained meat upon them like the dust, and like the sand of the yam winged fowl.
How much meat did he rain in? He said it rained in like the dust. That means it covered the ground. Ain't that right? That's fine. He raining it down. That was some fine meat, wasn't it? Not dust, be that little fine stuff going. He say rain it into him just like those little speckles. That's a lot of meat. Tell him what happened.
Then he let them fall in the midst of their camp, round about their dwellings.
Go ahead.
So they ate and were filled, in their desire he gave to them.
See that? He gave them their desire. You see that? Go ahead.
They were not bedolved from their lust,
So they weren't separated from the lust.
while their food was in their mouths. The anger of Elohim rose against them and killed some of their stoutest ones and subdued the choice ones of Yasharal.
Y'all gonna be in trouble. He started killing the fatty folk. But see, he looked at these people, he said want to strain from their lust. Can we see what lust is? See, a lot of time what people mess up from, a lot of time he'll give you things, but you hadn't changed. So it came back to be something become detrimental. Because he said they want to strain from their lust. A lot of us. And you don't realize sometimes when you get things, it can be working against you and really not for you.
That's right.
Because see, they hadn't changed. A lot of things they got, it was for people that changed. It ain't gonna work for you. Because you hadn't changed. That makes sense, y'all?
Yes, sir.
Because while he bring up their past, you gave me the food. I wasn't thinking, I must be all right, you gave it to me. But he talked about he did it to him, but he let them consume it. But he realized these people had never broken away from the things they were supposed to do that were contrary. And a lot of times that's what hurt us. We look for things you don't realize you hadn't actually broke away from things that you're not supposed to be doing. Oh, I want to see it from what? Okay, very strong sexual desires. Oh, look at sexual appetite, sexual longing, sexual passions. Okay, have a very strong sexual desire for someone. Okay, so he said they weren't estranged from their lust. Okay, come on.
In all this, they still kata and did not amun in his wonderful works.
See what happened? He said all this, they still sinned and did not amun in his wonderful works. See, this is something we look at too. When we say we amun, we believe, our belief has a practice. You cannot practice and operate in kata'in, in sin, and say that you are harp him or say you believe. It's contrary. To believe is to stick and hold to something.
Right.
The problem we have, we'll say, well, I mean, like people say, I don't go to church. Like you say, but I believe though. I'm a believer. Yeah, I heard people say that. It always threw me. It's like, wow, why you don't go? Well, see, you don't have to be in a building. See, some people get that mixed up, think you have to be in a building to be saved. They always, no, where's that written say you got to be in a building to be saved? Yahshua was not in a building. For a long time, they traveled. They were outside. I don't know no building hold no 500,000-600,000 people. Another reason why it makes sense not to have one. There's no way you get no 500,000-600,000 people there. You ain't getting none of these stadiums, so it makes sense. But there wasn't a dar. They moved just like a herd. They stayed together. And safety was in numbers. That's how they typically prey animals to travel. You're looking at the numbers. So a predator looking realize it's too big of a to try to come in and attack. That's what he tried to use with us, keeping us as a fold traveling together. The prediction or the goal is to keep the predator or a beta look at the numbers too large. That's how we were able to, a lot of people didn't want to fight it. They said we scoured the whole land. Who's trying to fight some people that scour the whole land? They don't people eat up everything in front, devour everything. So them people come, listen, them people come to Bamar, when they leave, it's a desert, there's so many of them. You thinking, them people destroying everything around, and we walked through people so it kept other people at bay. Well, the goal is to keep Qatar at bay. That's why we try to stay together in number, where 2 or 3 are gathered. Why you be by yourself, loner? And then them time, I be stuffy. Gotta talk to you, preacher. Stuff. I said, sometimes y'all talk to me, be like, I'm gonna tell you, don't you just shut up. Man, tell you what 2 or 3 are gathered. He said, I be in the middle, but you by yourself, so it makes sense. I see your strength. It don't make sense. Why wouldn't it? If he gonna be gathered, what did that teach us? 2 or 3 are gathered. What did it teach us? Stay by yourself. Because when he sent them, Charlotte came out 12 of them, he sent them out in 12 different directions. I wonder why he sent them 2 by 2. He'll be in the midst.
That's right.
See, little simple thing that you don't look at why you fall and why you fail. I know you're trying. I'm gonna start trying. Don't do it. It ain't there. Just stay where you at, because you're doing well. You're failing, you're flunking out, and you're not growing. I mean, just fantastic, because you're doing nothing the man told you. There's a strategy behind his pattern. Your end is, I'm going to reinvent. I'm going to recreate. I see this way. You that retarded animal, when all I'm going, you'll see Ari looking, because Ari know, you run in here, we stomp. Nobody going to break no hole for you. You run in here, we're going to stomp you out. It's always dummy. Take off. That's why they wait. They're like, it's a dummy in the crowd. Dummy, by themselves, take off. And get what they say. All of them just devour. And you know what the herd doing? Keep moving. Somebody had to fall. That's what they look at. Somebody had to be stupid enough to break, had to break because they seen a different way. All of them moving, all ain't jumping in here. There go, I see a break. And that break be where they get you at. Stay with the fold, people. Stop trying to recreate your own way. It don't work. I can't tell you, but I know you ain't. Don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. It'll work. Come on. Let me finish this up so I can get ready to go. Get ready to get your money out. So I had to have a meeting with y'all anyway. Come on. So I don't have all day. Listen.
So he consumed their yamim in vanity, and their shanim in sudden terror.
Look how them people. Now, this is what happened when he became angry with these people. This is what happened when he became frustrated. These people hadn't broke away from their behavior and practice. Where you think you at with this man? You're not breaking away from it. So he consumed their days in vanity. It was exalted pride, and in their year, and sudden terror. That's what these people suffer because they hadn't broke away. Those people kept the same practices. These people why would we do this, people? Why wouldn't you change?
That's right. That's right.
Why would you keep going? He told you what happened. You reading a book that you get to go back, you get the Monday morning quarterback. Now, why would I do this?
That's right.
Keep going. Some of me said me just don't change for nobody. It's just me. Keep going. I already told you what happened to these people. He said, I consume those people. In a year, it was in terror. Come on.
When he killed them.
When he did what?
Killed them.
You said when he barracked them with what now?
When he killed them.
When he killed them, what happened?
Then they sought him.
The dead?
Then they sought him.
So who were that, the dead? Before that, the people he didn't kill. You know what they were looking at? Let me get my stupid behind and get this right. You know that when he saw those folks, when them people started dying around them, the rest of them started taking it serious.
That's right.
Tell me what else did they do?
And returned and searched diligently for all.
So he'd have let them people kept going and it wasn't destroyed. What they would have done?
Kept going.
And look at the bread didn't turn them. The meat, that's why he told me in the 6th chapter book of Yahuah, they called John 6:20, when they said, Rabbi, they want to know where he was on the other side. He said, you didn't seek me because of the miracle. He said, you sought me because you ate and you were filled. He's told them to labor not for the meat that perisheth. And look what these people, now you know why. Because these people got the bread. They were seeking. Remember, they want to know, could he feed them? So these people here were seeking, and look what happened to them. When he killed them, that's when they sought him.
That's right.
Come on.
And they Zakar, the Alahim, was their sewer.
Look at that.
And
they
all,
remember, that's
most
when they
high
remember
all,
he was their rock.
their Redeemer.
See that? That's when they remember he was their rock.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? That's where you build that.
Yes, sir.
You say you dig deep, you build on a rock.
Yes, sir.
On a sewer. For a foundation, they remember. Go back to your foundation. Listen, I kind of said a lot today. I said a lot today because I have a lot I have to do. I don't think y'all guys really led to your law importance of where you're at. I told y'all that man coming back tomorrow because it was, I know you didn't take it serious, but he coming back tomorrow, and he's going to catch you on the outside. And when he catch you on the outside, that's where you'll be. That's where you'll be because that's where it's intended, and that'll be because of he set you up. He didn't want you. These will be choices you make. All these are choices we make. You make a choice. You make a conscious choice on how serious salvation is. A lot of times y'all wait to do it when something get to the end on you or something like these people did. How many times you think he got luck? I got to keep killing people every time for you to get serious. How about if I kill you? You know how many times he did this and people, they had droves of people killed. 24,000 people fall dead right now. Who's still trying to play? Over half of my members. Some people going to lay at the law and say, man, I could have been that 24,000. A lot of them people in that 24,000 I knew or know. But you know what they take? Y'all just keep going and you don't even realize this man going to kill you. This man going to kill you and you just keep going. It's like, again, I've come to the point of realizing this. You ain't going to believe it. That's where you at. All I can do is give out the information, okay? I'll explain it best as possible that he'll allow me to do it. Those of you watching in, those of you in here, I'll be clear. This thing wind up, I ain't covering for nobody. I ain't covering for nobody. Anybody don't make it, that's going to be on you. I ain't getting up my seat. I ain't doing it. I'm telling y'all that now. I ain't doing it. It ain't even equipped for I ain't getting up for no kids, no grandkids. I ain't getting up for mama, wife, and nobody else. This is my seat. I'm working for this one. He told me to earnestly contend for it. I'm in the fight for that seat. I'm fighting for that seat. I ain't got no time to be trying to fight. It's going to be all I can do if I obtain a seat. I'm going to get you one. My name ain't Oprah Winfrey. Get you a seat. You a seat. It's going to take all I can to get one for myself. But you guys and where you at and you see how you do it, all you doing is you setting up room for somebody else. Y'all want the truth, don't you? Don't worry about it because that's what you're doing. You're making room for somebody else. See, it's going to be needful that some fall away in here. Because you're going to make room for other people. See, he only got a particular number of people. He can't take everybody. And what you ain't holding down, you can't do. He got somebody to do it.
That's right.
So you got some other people who, when they see that man work, they're going to take it serious. They're going to say, I got to get that right. Like
That's
me,
right.
somebody had to fall for me to come. They had to fall. Listen, I just had to see enough to say, you know what, I'm good. I ain't got to see no rock get busted and no water come out of it. I ain't got to see no bread laying in my front yard with no writings and arbory on it. I'm good. I believe everything the man tell me, and this is what I'm striving for. I'm honest and contented for it. I'm just be clear with y'all. I'm good. I'm good with it, man. I appreciate what he's done. I appreciate what he's doing. I appreciate his patience. I appreciate what he allows us to see, what he allows us to consider. I appreciate everything the man had done, everything he loaned me. You know what I'm saying? To the mind state, to the ability to be able to do what I'm doing. I just appreciate it. That best I can tell you, I appreciate it. You guys are in the position you in because these are choices that you are making. I ain't talking about your financial choice. I ain't talking about your relationship choice. I'm talking about your relationship with him. I'm talking about where you at with him, and it's dangerous to sit around and play, and you know this man real. It's just dangerous. I wouldn't do it. If I ain't feel like he was real, I'd go. I'll leave it. How many tell y'all see me try to go back to Christianity? How many tell y'all told me I want to try to bring Christianity, try to mix it because they do too? I don't believe it. I ain't gonna lie to you. How many of y'all heard me get them try to teach Jesus, try to come out and try to reteach Jesus? You ain't gonna believe it. Why? I don't believe it. I ain't gonna teach nothing I don't believe. It don't make sense. I don't believe it. I want to know how to teach it to you. Because I don't believe it. I'm gonna be doing it, bust out laughing, because I don't believe it. So I don't waste my time. I'm gonna bust out laughing, because I don't believe it. You'll be like, why does this man keep laughing? Because I don't believe it. So I don't even want to waste my time with it. Y'all hear me bust out laughing about this? You ain't gonna believe it. I believe it. It's the most serious thing you'll ever do in your life. But again, you're gonna let your financial issues, relationship issues, health issues, other things gonna come in, and these gonna be a bigger drive for you than your salvation. And you're gonna feel like if he do, then you'll do. You just need him to do it. You don't believe it, you don't know it. He already did what he gonna do. He already did what he gonna do. When he got up on that too, what else was you looking for? Once he hung the door, that was your entrance. That was your cue once he hung the door. What you gonna do? Man, sitting at the door being hung, it's up to you. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody preventing you from doing nothing. All it's about what you want to do. See, if you walk inside the will of Yahuah, and that's your real desire to do it, he make a way. Just like Yahushua. You saw how Yahushua got up in there, he started pushing that stone. How he started that morning, he got up. Remember that he came out? Man, Yahuah make a way. He said, I wouldn't even have you to fight that. It's in your law to do my will. Listen, I made provision for you. Provision, man. Y'all know why you don't get to see the provision? Because you don't let him. You too busy trying to operate your own. You keep thinking what you got to do. You ain't got to do nothing. But what he told you, he take care of the rest. He take care of the rest. We just don't try. We keep looking for these dumb reasons. I'm just trying to see. What you trying to see? What hadn't he proved? All the doubt, disbelief any of us have is all us. None of it's him. Don't even lie. None of it's him. I'm going to tell you why you doubt him. Because you know you're not walking in and you're not doing, and you are exactly right. It makes no sense for him to do none of it for you. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You're exactly right. But that's not a slight on him. That's on you. I know why. I know what your problem is. I already know. It makes sense. Why would he? Why would he save you? Let me see. You going contrary. Yeah, I'm with you. Why would he? Salvation for people that wouldn't turn from it. That's the opportunity he given. Listen, the law, the Torah called for your death. Listen, ain't nothing in the Torah about no sparing you. The Torah is all death. That's it. That man, he granted us this. He said, listen, I grant you this. If a man will turn, if a man or woman willing to turn and do what's right, he said, I'll give it to him. I'll get it to anybody. The only reason you won't get it is because of you. I know what you've been told in your life. It's people who not designed to get it. It's people he not going to say. You're exactly right. You know who he ain't going to say? The disobedient, the willful, and people commit qatar. And where you fall at? Willfully sinning, disobedient, commit qatar. You're right. He ain't going to save you. Not until. I've been there. I've been there. You just said, man, it ain't for me. It ain't going to be for me. I mean, you use that as a cop-out. That's a cop-out. Everybody didn't say he come from something. What Yahuah said? He had been what they quote-unquote call a saint. That man said, I was an injurious person. He said, I did a lot of stuff. Ain't that right? He said, listen, you might look at, he said he was a fornicator, a adulterer. He looked at anything he did against Yahuah was just a detriment to anybody. He never, wait, right? He said, man, I was better than everybody else. I wasn't that type of sinner. That man said he was raised up a Pharisee, a separatist. That man still said what kind of situation. He said, man, I was a blasphemer. That's what he said. He said he was a blasphemer. He said, but I did it ignorant though, and unbelief. It don't make sense I believe and I done it. He said, I did it ignorance and unbelief. Ignorant, it mean I ain't even had the knowledge. Isn't that right? He didn't say what he did. He didn't tell you he did all that when he had no information. So how y'all do it? Everything he told, he said, I did it ignorant. Because he knew blasphemy. Everybody, they're like, you blaspheme? He said, I did it ignorant and unbelief. So what's your excuse? I know, you finna say, see, I don't believe, yeah, go ahead. No, you can't do it. That's willfully. You know what he said? He said, if we commit qatar willfully, after that we come in the knowledge of the truth. He said, there will remain no sacrifice for that. He said, not an offering for that. That's why you can't sit and do what you used to do. Well, you can make up something to do. That's why a lot of stuff y'all do, it don't make sense to me. Because he said at that point, it's willful. Y'all do know he said that, right? If we're saying willfully after we come in the knowledge of the truth. That's why I told y'all, I said, if I go out here and I mess up, I told y'all I'd do a prayer vision for me? Yes, I did. I said, y'all fast for me until I get back. Y'all remember that? So, you know why I couldn't tell y'all that day? Because that would mean I don't even believe what the man said. Because he clearly told me there'll remain no sacrifice. So what am I offer? Why would you be on your knees and him praying for me? Well, just in case, let me guess, in case he's a liar. Which means where they put you at for salvation if he's a liar. So you see how nothing you'll do gonna make, I got members still they'll get on their knees and do it anyway. Because you know what? They already know where they're going. So you're going to tell that man, you're going to ask the man to tell a lie so I can get back. And what they going to, if he tell that lie, what other lie he going to tell? You see why a lot of stuff don't make sense? See, I wouldn't ask you to do it. Most of them say, y'all pray for me. I go there. Y'all be praying for me. I have knowledge. I can't do this food stuff y'all do. I don't know how y'all do it. You have knowledge. You can't do that. What the purpose of giving us knowledge? I'll probably go get on crack tomorrow. What? I don't have no idea what crack do, right? A lot of successful people smoke crack, right? We're going to have my smoke crack. I'm going to fall off. T going, stealing. Probably going to go gay. And I'm going to smoke it. Oh, yeah, it'll turn you. Say it, it'll turn you. I'm going to go try it and see what happens. What I'm going to say, I don't have no idea. I'm a newbie. Everybody who first smoked is a newbie. How many people we got evident messed up and dead from it? Why would I attempt it? I got a book, man. We talking about crack. That's just crack. We talking about I'm going to turn away as that man showed me what happened to people that turn their head from this thing. He said, and I swear in my rap they ain't entering in. That may say, y'all pray for me. Y'all fast. I'm going to go ahead and give me a couple holes. Y'all be praying for me and I'm going to give me some holes of crack. Y'all going to be on your knee fast. Because that's the only way some prayers are only answered through fasting and prayer. You ought to burn, you do some food shit like that. Y'all understand what this man, look at this intelligence he gave us? He's like, why would you do that? Why would we do that? This insult that man's intelligence. Maybe it's just me then. Maybe I'm just that stupid fool. I don't know. I just don't get a lot of stuff. Man, you got intelligence. How am I going to do that? What am I going to tell myself? I can't lie to myself about it. What am I going to tell myself? I'm okay. They're good. He don't see me. He don't know. Hold on. He don't see me. He can't hear me either. Now he can see me. Now he can hear me. Now he can't. I'm whispering just in case he can pick it up. You know how stupid it look? This how you look. Stupid. You're trying to escape a man, you can't go nowhere. You're trying to get him from a man that's seeing know everything. That's why I just do better, man. Just be real. You ain't there, say you ain't down. Just be real. Say, just try to do it. You can't try to do nothing ain't there in your heart. No, man, just try to kill that ugly woman. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna throw up. I already know. I'm about to throw up now. In my own mouth. I'm not interested. It's just certain stuff you don't fake on. This real right here. This is what I believe. Y'all hear? I believe it to death. Y'all hear? This all I got. I ain't got nothing else. This all I got right here, man. I can't. It's too much information. I can't get it. What I'm gonna do? I'm sitting in front of the TV just jacking off. He don't see none of that. Jack over him. Wipe it off over him. check over him. Wipe back off over him. What is he doing? Oh yeah, let me repent. See, they're coming and being willful. A lot of stuff y'all pull, y'all do, y'all shouldn't be doing it. It's willful. I'm just telling you, it's willful. So what? I don't know the consequence. You know what willful? I don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't have no idea what's gonna happen. So what that mean? This called willful. Y'all see why certain stuff down? That's why I don't do it. I can't put my. What am I telling? What am I telling? Man, I don't know what happened. Out of nowhere. Are y'all serious? That's the purpose of the information. The information supposed to restrain, especially when I know what's the outcome. It ain't just information. What's the outcome? I'm finna bang one of y'all sisters here. We're gonna tear this thing. Oh, you finna enjoy that 2 minutes. If you don't, I'm gonna beat you up. But anyway, after this, then what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna come up and get pretty, put some oil on me. I'm gonna repent. I'm finna start doing right. That man said, man, you forget that one. He said, you couldn't do that. That's crazy. See, a lot of this was set for people who in ignorance. A lot of things he said, it was for people in ignorance who had no idea, just like a man hewing wood. I had no idea that axe handle was gonna come off and kill this man or kill him. I had no idea, that wasn't no intent. But I know I got this thing, it flawed. Listen, this thing done flew off and done killed somebody before, several times. Pretty much every time I use it, every other time, somebody get killed from it. So what are we gonna do when I do it this time? Because what I'm gonna say, accident, I'm sorry. No, come on. I'm honest though. Hold on. Look on. I'm so sorry. I repent for that axe head coming off, killing somebody. I just repent and get y'all pray my strength. Somebody stopped and said, had it happened before? You know, he told about it when it came to the Bakar. Don't y'all know they had an ox before? The Bakar is the olive. And that Bakar, it get out and it just rammed through and stuck there, man. Y'all know y'all couldn't put me to death. That's the first time this ever happened. This is the first. No, I didn't have no idea that thing was gonna do that. But now it done killed him. It done poked her. Done hit Christian before, kill him. It done guard Danny. Now that thing get out and it done guard Daniel or Kerry. Now I'm gonna get up here and tell y'all, I had no idea. I just want to repent to the family. I'm gonna say to the family, my deepest condolences. I had no idea something like this would happen. And if I could take the place of him, it would be me instead. That man said, don't you know that man said, charge that man with it. That's your book. He said, because I knew it'll happen. He said, has that ox ever gored a man before? He said, then he knew it. What was he trying to teach us? This is when you try to come along and try to play yourself innocent when you knew what'd happen. I said, watch your point. It's gonna just pop up. You gotta pull it. You know what happened. When I do, I'm gonna pull that pecker. So you knew it. It's just like that. So you didn't know that? Every time the ox catch a stranger, it goes on. So how am I hollering now? I ain't know I'm gonna jack off when I'm watching porn. What's finna be different now? I just used that. That ain't the only thing y'all here to do now. That's what the man tried to show. Don't y'all know that's in your writing? That's why I say he put so much here to try to show you. Now you think, I didn't actually do it. This is something I own did it. Like if my dog get out and bit somebody. And folks come out, my dog bite Princess. And folks come out and some neighbor come out and say, hey, I said, that dog always come out here. That dog, it bit another guy, a little kid last week. That whole situation changed. So your dog bit somebody and your dog bit some other cat. We got to set this up and say they want to file a charge at that point. Already look criminal, but the fact that you know this dog gets out and does, you know this dog gets out and that dog, it wasn't me. Don't you know you complicit with this? You have knowledge of this and you done it. Don't y'all know stuff y'all can, you complicit. Don't play stupid. You already know what you're going to do. And why you going to do it? Because that means I'm willfully doing it. Then I'm going to play him like he's stupid. I want to give him, I want to repent. I had no idea. If I could go back and change it. No, you couldn't. You'd go back and do the same thing again. See, a lot of stuff we done try to play this game with. How many times y'all get me up here and confess with that foolishness? Why? I wonder why. What am I going to say? What am I going to say? I ain't have no idea. Did the first time, urges? Everybody get urges. That's the purpose of the word, to bring the basar into subjection. This is what the Basar always said it can't do. It can't constrain, it can't control itself. It has a mind of its own. The word kind of said it can be governed. He said, put a bridle in their mouth. Your sexual orientation ain't no stronger than a horse. He said, yeah, you put bits in their mouth. He said, you can turn it. Put bits in that mouth. You know, I don't care. Listen, horse, go grab a horse in the headlock. See if you can put him down the ground. He's going to drag the piss out you. Put them bits in their mouth. Put that rein. You're going to put it in their mouth. You can turn it whichever way you want to. He said, all I got to know, he said, I need to put it in your mouth. You know what he realized? I put that word in your mouth. I got some still be using the word. I asked y'all, I still use the word. When I get up and use it? When y'all hear me do it? I told everybody I dropped it, didn't I? What I do? Man, I get mad. I said, because you ain't trying to live right. Let me tell you what stuff will happen. He let you do it. To show you can be constrained. I just let them fall, didn't I? And when I let them fall? When I get pissed? When I get upset and get mad? Because it's all about constraint. It's about, listen, he showed you, listen, I'm going to show you. He used me to show y'all, I can constrain a man if a man want to live right. You don't want to live right. I know what they're saying. Yes, I do. You're a liar. Because I'm telling you, I do it, I ain't doing it. Now, who we going to believe? We're going to believe the other one who want to do it, who still using? I'm telling you, I want to live right, and I ain't doing it. That's all. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. It's just when I get upset. I know. When you get upset, it bring out everything that's already been there. You got to have it there for it to come out. That's all. Everything, everybody, listen, I'm a man. I'm a man. Y'all understand? I ain't no superhuman. Don't get out your mind. I'm a human. It's all about what you want to do. You don't think stuff come at me and try me? Man, please. It's all about what you want to do. Folk following me. It's people that take me on my word. Okay. Y'all, not y'all. If people take me on my word. My word good one. If I tell them something, they say, yeah, that's what he said. I follow it. This is what I live. I ain't using nowhere secretly. I don't type them out again to people. That ain't where I'm at. Listen, I'm on the fact that those words are not important to me over my salvation. People say, well, they ain't wrong. Your problem, everything don't have to be wrong, but it can be a weight. And the problem that gets y'all, you can't recognize a weight, and your weight becomes sin. And some stuff you thinking a weight, it is sin. So you ain't even got to wait. All your stuff is just sin. It's all about what you want to do. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all good? That's two.